passed this law that says that any Texas police officer can arrest anybody that they suspect of being an illegal immigrant, which is just, I mean, in a state that's about 40% Hispanic, it's just like asking for racial profiling. And, you know, the other big negative side effect of this, and, you know, we've talked about this many times over the years, this is the whole thing about sanctuary cities. When, say you've got a community, you know, where you've got, you know, several houses in your neighborhood are being lived in by people who are, quote, illegal immigrants or undocumented workers or whatever you want to call them. And some crazy guy comes running through your community and starts shooting up houses. If the police can arrest and deport people based on their immigration status, those people in your neighborhood are not going to dial 911. Which means that you might be the next house that crazy guy with the gun shows up at. I mean, you know, and that's putting it in the context of, you know, hey, white people, maybe you should be concerned. But, you know, the larger, frankly, humanity issue is that, you know, Hispanic immigrants, people, or immigrants from any country for that matter, that are not white, living in Texas, will be afraid to report any kind of crime. It's like the state of Texas declaring to the criminals in Texas, hey, you want a crime? You want to break into houses? You want to rape women? Do it against people who have brown skin. I mean, it's just, that's essentially the statement that they are making. Because those people will not call the police because they're afraid of the police too, because the police now have this power to deport them. You have to be able to trust the police, regardless of your immigration status, if you're going to have a reasonable and functioning society. So anyhow, the Supreme Court said, hey, we don't care, it's fine, you know, let Texas enforce the law, but we're going to kick it back down to the Fifth Circuit. So for a little window there, the Texas law was back into effect, and then the Fifth Circuit picked it up this morning and said, no, we're going to put this on hold. Because, see, what the Texas law does is it preempts federal law. Federal law says the feds are responsible for this kind of thing, you know, for enforcing the immigration laws and for deportations exclusively. And now you got Texas saying, no, we can do this too. Well, federal law, there's this thing called the Supremacy Clause in the Constitution that says that the federal law always trumps state law. No pun intended. So why didn't the Supreme Court point that out? Well, because, you know, it's a bunch of right-wing crazies on the Supreme Court now. A lot of what they do just doesn't make any sense, even legally. So the Fifth Circuit is hearing arguments right now. From what I hear, it's not going well for Texas. And we'll see how that plays out. But I just wanted to bring you up to date on that.